What is up, retail fam? It's your boy Mike coming at you from a playground near you. Here with the kids just hanging out. You know, I want to share this idea or this thought. I'm looking at the markets and you got gold, you got pushing up to that side, silver. Obviously, you have a lot of ticker symbols, semiconductors. The stock market's pushing up, and you have gas, you have oil prices pushing to the roof, Bitcoin's pushing up. What's going to break? I know there's a lot of people always talking about doom and gloom. People are talking about this is going to be the biggest crash in probably the history of what's going on of over leverage. There's many things that can happen, but really the outlook is, what are we trying to get to? What are we trying to accomplish, and what's going to end up happening in the markets, even with housing? I try to take a perspective and look at things from a broad perspective. You got people saying that I'm insane for having a short position and puts on GME. Now, even though it's a small window, it was still very profitable, and that's fine. I see GME pushing back up close to $26 again. Is this a rinse and repeat session? I don't know. I got to see what the numbers tell me. I got to see what it looks like. Because one thing I don't want to do is get caught and you mess with GME or you mess with certain ticker symbols. You're bound to get caught. You're bound to get your hand caught in a cookie jar and lose a lot of money. But then again, in this type of market, it's very volatile. It's high risk. If you don't know your risk tolerance, then you're asking to be taken advantage of and is being just destroyed. Now, how does all play out to AMC? I think it plays out in a few ways. Is there still a possibility? Someone asked me, what is my thoughts on AMC? Is it going to squeeze? I don't have a thought of yes or no. And to be honest with you, I don't even care if it squeezes or not. I'm not looking for a squeeze. Now, having a position in, obviously the calls, they still haven't sold anything. Am I looking for a short squeeze? Am I looking for something to the upside? I'm not. I'm actually looking to make money. People, well, how does that make sense? I'm looking for percentage gains of that's realistic. Hundreds, 200, 300, 400, 500. And if it's 500 from my entry point now, we're only talking $5. It's nothing crazy. This is very realistic. 1,000% is $10. And that is still my price target for the end of the year. By the end of the year, December 31st of 2026 is $10. Anytime, from here to now, if it gets to that point, great. If not, that's fine too. There's many things that can change that would either allow me to take profits and exit the position, or it would allow me to add to the position. Again, people say, why do you flip-flop? Why did you leave and come back in? There's many things what people talk about. I don't care what people think or say. Your position is your position. My position is my position. What I do does not concern you. What you do does not concern me. Then people say, well, why on YouTube? Why are you trying to influence people? Why are you trying to persuade people? I'm not trying to persuade people. I'm just telling people what I do. When I first got into the play, everything that I did, stuff that I learned throughout my whole journey when it came to AMC and even GME at the time, the stock market in general, I shared it here. Now, if I was long on another ticker symbol, let's say Tesla or maybe a semiconductor, would I be making videos? Probably not. Actually, I would not be. But people say, like, why AMC? Because that's something I've always done. So is the reason why when I sold AMC, I didn't make any more videos. My YouTube channel was just pretty much gone. It's not even monetized. It became dormant, and that's fine. It was not a source of income for me. I make plenty of money in other aspects of my life through my businesses, through work, through my companies. And so having YouTube revenue, it's really, I didn't really pay attention to it, in all honesty. I know there's people that use it for their livelihood, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there comes a point where it can be wrong, is that when you're actually saying that is a certain ticker symbol, not just AMC, not just GameStop, that a certain ticker symbol is going to squeeze every single week. So you get the clicks, so you get the views, so you get the monetization, and you get a paycheck. Now, I was looking at one of my shorts because all my videos that I've made over the years, they're not gone. They're just private now. But what I did is I was looking at a bunch of things and a bunch of videos, especially shorts that I was making. And I was talking about how people have agendas, how people use YouTube or maybe a ticker symbol AMC to make money. And as you can tell, that was never the case for me. When I sold and that was it. I didn't make any more videos saying you should buy AMC or you shouldn't, sell. You shouldn't buy AMC. I did tweet out stuff that was negative about AMC, but that's within my right. It's what I thought and it's what I felt. It's like the dumbass question when someone says like, "Well, you didn't buy it at $5, why buy it at $1?" That's just so comical. I mean, if you hear a question like that, why even entertain it? Because that is straight up stupidity. That just makes no sense. And whoever said that, yeah, I said you're stupid. Now, come to other things, right? AMC itself is that people want to give levels, people want to give exact details of what's going to happen, and if it should up to a certain amount of prices or X price, that you should do this, and X price you should do that. Here's the thing is, I think that everybody as an individual needs to look at their own brokerages, get their own perspective, and have their own plans of what they should and should not do, what you feel comfortable with. Some people are like, well, if I ever turn green, I'm not selling to break even, I'm selling to make a profit. Well, then that's you. There's people, I just want half my money back. There's those people. There's people that I'm not selling unless I get 10,000 per share. So be it. Everybody has a different idea and agenda. But when the bottom line comes down to is that you need to have your own backup plan, you have your own escape plan, your own play, and your own understanding of what you want to do. Don't rely on other people, including myself. Do your homework, do your research, do your due diligence, and know what you got involved in. Because including myself, when I first bought an AMC, I had no idea what I got into. I didn't know a lot about the stock market. I would buy blocks of stock at the time. Depends on how much the price was, and just hold it for 2-3 months and check it. And if I won money, if I made money, great. If I lost money, okay. And then I would actually just buy more stock. And if I heard something from somebody, okay, I'll buy 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 shares of X, Y, and Z and LMNOP and hold on to it and check it. Oh shit, hey, made a couple grand. Or damn, I lost a couple grand. Okay, let me try this other stock. I'll probably make 2, 3, 4 trades a year. That was pretty much my trading until I got into AMC. And then I started learning about options and many other things. And obviously my world has changed in a great way, not only in business-wise, but how I see ticker symbols and how I see plays. And now I'm starting to understand. It's like people say that there's never going to be a short squeeze for a particular stocks. There's never going to be a setup. Let me just say this. There's always going to be a next setup. There's always going to be another ticker symbol. There's always going to be another play. The question is, are you educated enough to see it? Now, I know there's a lot of things like Avis people didn't see. The hedge funds were battling with each other, and it became a pissing contest. And obviously, one got shorted out, the other one made money, and and there's a bunch of news that gets dropped. But on things like that, I believe that you can have all the education in the world, you can have all the experience in the world, but you never know what goes on behind closed doors. You just got to prepare yourself as much as you can and set yourself up the best way possible. Because when it comes to trading, to some degree, luck does play a possibility, or does play a role in what can happen on a day-to-day basis. Day trading is, like I said, don't hold overnight. But especially in a market like this, day trading, can really get you. It can actually wipe you out. It can destroy you. I've lost plenty of times where I even forgot, because I was working so much, I forgot about a position that I had. I remember there was one time I had it was like $1,500 or $1,700 in a call option, and it was earlier in the week, and it went all the way up to like 12 or 13,000. And I was working, I totally forgot about it, and it expired worthless. And on Saturday, I woke up and was like, man, there's something that I had and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. And then I finally realized, man, these options I had, I dropped like $1,700, and I looked and I checked what the price was. I'm like, man, at some point I was up almost 10 G's, and I totally forgot about it. So, there's major mistakes that happen like that. Is it common for everyday people? No. But does it happen? Yes. And there's also too, you could be right on one thing 100%, and the market has a different idea and takes you for a ride that you don't want to be on. So that's all. Just keep your head on a swivel. Have an understanding that you're not in control. The retail investor, and we may own the float many times over, but we don't have control. The shorts are not scared, and there's always a possibility of things happening that may not be what you want. That's pretty much it. I just want to share this information. Again, hanging out at the park with the kids on this beautiful Friday. About to see Denver Rose Prada either tonight or tomorrow. Sometime this weekend. I got some things I got to take care of, but I'll definitely get out there. And that's it. Everybody have a blessed weekend. And if you have any questions, just throw them down there. There's a lot of people that send me emails or they send me questions. And I think I'm just going to start making videos answering the questions from my perspective, my own opinion. You either like it or you don't. It's neither here or there for me. But I'm not doing it for monetization. I think people just want someone that's just very direct and doesn't care about your feelings. If you get your feelings hurt, that's fine. You know, I don't know what to tell you. You want a hug? Come to the AMC Temecula. Buy you popcorn and a hot dog. I'll send you to a movie. All right, everybody have a blessed day. I'll talk to you later. Peace.